What's up, guys? The Stingray back here again with another WTF review. This is going to be Meet the Applegates from 1990. Yet another 90s film. I didn't realize that I had this many on my list, but yeah, I just watched this film again for the second time recently. And this is one that I had rented a time or two, way back in the VHS days. And I really enjoyed it. And for some reason, I always thought Christina Applegate was in it. Probably, the name, obviously. But it has a blonde. The daughter is a blonde, similar to, Kelly Bundy and Married with Children. Her name is, let's see, Camille Cooper plays Sally Applegate, the daughter. Stars Ed Begley Jr., Stockyard Channing, Dabney Coleman, and Camille Cooper, I said, and Robert Jane stars as Johnny Applegate, the boy. And the what the fuck part of this comes from the basic plot of this film. It's in Brazil, I believe. Their logging company is knocking down the rainforest, and these giant fucking bugs. They look like giant praying mantis. Like about 7 feet tall is what they appear to be in the film, and they are going to try to stop this, and they I'm not exactly sure why they decide to do this plan in particular, but anyway, their plan is they send this family of bugs. The bugs decide to do this. They send the family of bugs to anywhere USA in the U.S. in the in America, and there is a nuclear power plant there, and they want to uh, basically make that meltdown and destroy all of humans. Destroy all humans, so only bugs are left. That's the plan. But they are somehow find a way to make themselves look like they're humans, and they go in the beginning of the film is Ed Begley Jr. I believe his name is Dick Applegate. He goes in and he apparently knows how to use a computer really well. He hacks into the, I think it's the census website or some shit, or hacks into something and creates their identities basically. And so they're a family. You got Richard, Jane, Johnny, and Sally. They're two kids, and yeah, they basically just for the majority of the film, they're just trying to assimilate themselves into American culture, and this is takes place like I don't know if it's actually during like the 50s or something, but that's what it kind of feels like, just because it's got that I don't know, it just has that feeling to it. I guess it's supposed to be modern day, but anyway, they end up all having problems that humans have, Americans in particular have in life. The wife has a problem with overspending. She gets into credit cards, maxes all her credit cards out. That's her deal. The husband starts having sex with his secretary at work. Yeah, he's got a job. He works at the power plant. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, he starts banging his secretary. That's his problem. The daughter actually gets raped, and this is crazy. She actually gets raped by her boyfriend or whatever at the time. The across the street neighbor, their son, is supposed to be this great, well-to-do boy, but he's actually a rapist. And it's funny because when I put this film on, it was showing all the warnings and shit. It was this was on one of the like HBO or Showtime or something. I think it was on Showtime Beyond. Was showing all the warnings, and one of them was rape, and I was like, wow, I don't remember rape in this film, but yeah, it's a pretty quick scene, but Johnny Football across the street rapes this girl, and she cocoons him up and keeps him in the closet. And turns out she actually got pregnant by him, and she's got a bug human hybrid whatever inside of her growing. So that's her deal. And the boy Johnny starts smoking pot, and his pothead buddies see him because he smokes pot for the first time and turns into a giant fucking mantis. And he they've seen him, so he cocoons them up, keeps them in the basement. The wife cocoons up the cop after she attempts to fucking rob a liquor store or rob a convenience store, cocoons up the sheriff of this town. And then Ed Begley Jr., after he gets fired from his job and his secretary gets fired as well, and she threatens to go to his wife and tell her what's going on, he cocoons her up. So they've all got their little, their secrets hidden, which are these people that they've cocooned up. So basically, they've all got problems that a lot of people deal with. Not necessarily sleeping with your secretary being one of them, but the dealing with somewhat normal problems in society. And then the one of the craziest things about the film, that like the head insect dude that had this whole plan, his name is Aunt B, and he dresses as a woman the entire time, but it's like a big butch dude with a mustache. He looks like fucking Dr. Phil or something most of the time, or Sergeant Slaughter or something crazy like that. But anyway, like imagine Sergeant Slaughter in a like miniskirt. That's this dude, and he brings a lot of comic relief to the film. But it's got some great practical effects in there. Really, like way better than I was expecting. Like some of the transformation scenes look really cool, and just the bugs themselves look really cool. I'm not sure who exactly did that, but really cool. You may want to just check it out for that reason alone. I don't see here who did the creature effects, but really like a horror comedy. And it's actually a pretty well done film. I didn't remember liking it as much as I did this time around, but yeah, it's a fun watch. It kind of falls apart towards the end, but the Applegates turns out they like humans, and they decide not to kill all the humans. Whatever. I won't give the full ending away, but this film reminds me a lot of the film Coneheads, which actually came out 3 years later in 1993. Just because they have to assimilate themselves into society, appear normal. It's a lot of the similar stuff. I mean, I don't know if Coneheads probably didn't copy this film, directly, but it's lots of similar stuff, lots of similarities. And when I was watching it, I was thinking that this probably came out after Coneheads, and this film copied Coneheads, but it's actually the other way around. It feels really similar to Coneheads. Some of you guys that have seen it may agree with me, you may not, but yeah, man, check this film out. I'd highly recommend it for you guys. It's a fun watch. It's definitely something different, and you may enjoy it. Anyway, if you've seen it, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.